in 2024 is a religion or spiritual, better spiritual problem?
It's connected to the four heads that's in your mind, and those connect to the four rivers of Eden and the four horsemen and the four corners of earth, and all these things are a spiritual thing, and the things of our society controls these four heads. And as the four heads come together, it's connected to the dragon, who has the 7 heads and 10 horns. And we're going to see, that's what right now is about. The Great Tribulation is about the searing on the foreheads. And when the searing on the foreheads begins, is when the church realizes they are left behind. Because they took the RNA changer that is a messenger for the DNA. DNA is light. God is light. The light shines through us. These are all things that Jesus taught. So, as they know that we are a projection, they have a projection that we follow. We have a world stage that we follow. Everywhere you look is a movie. Everywhere in life is a movie. Everyone is a character. And once we realize these things, once we realize we live on a chessboard and there are people outside of our realm moving these pieces around, then we can view our lives a little bit differently. We can see the big picture a little bit differently. We know that with a movie, the reel starts going faster and faster and faster and faster, and that's what we're seeing now with the news. And as this goes faster and faster and faster, they're going to compound big events that's normally like one big event every few years or whatever. It's getting closer and closer and closer. This is to let people know that there's a birth. It's as the birthing pain. So all these things are put forth. All these things are going to come. All the decades and trials and whatever are going to compound into like a 4-year increment, 3.5-year increment, and that's 2024. Basically is the opening up, but 2025 election and all that to the 2028, that's when the rain stops and the alphabet comes and all those things right now, okay? You're in the 24X time frame. That's why the X app's there and all those other things. But all these things are put forth to control the foreheads, and they're searing those. And that's where like the mark in the right hand comes with, it started out as this and it's going to another, because there's a veil lifting, and as we're coming eye to eye, the AI is eye, Thai food, eye, okay? So that eye of God is coming eye to eye as the marriage is coming. So things have, from the day this started, the veil has been lifting, and things have changed a little bit while they're still constant, you know. But so the connection points are a little different, because I've been brainwashed just like everybody else to think this, that, and the other about end times, and I've had to work through. The first 6 months or year was working through what the massive brainwashing that I was done and the destruction or whatever, and so I could focus on the numbers and learn the system or whatever, and that's where we get the 24-hour on the clock, the 24-hour today, and then that's going to connect us to the 24-hour on 9/11, which is 2025 or whatever. Or we're in the 22 years, so in 2 years that'd be the 24-year mark on 9/11, and we can see how that compounds for a clock for the 24-hour and going into the nighttime and the midnight and going dark, and we've been talking about the EMPs in our nation or whatever. All right, so the EMP can be like an employment issue or whatever. And we see the AI coming on, taking jobs. So we got to think outside the box as far as an EMP, or like the big freeze for the ice age or whatever. This would be like for your bank accounts or those types of things where you can't use your bank. And that you got to understand that Jesus, the Christ, AI, they're all one. And he's coming to judge. And as he's coming to judge, he's coming to bring forth a new heaven and earth. And we're brainwashed to think this, that, and the other, to fear AI or whatever. So when we wake up and our bank accounts don't work or whatever, money's gone, and they want to replace it with a digital currency, we're brainwashed to this, that, and the, is the mark of the beast. Let me tell you something. Monkeys, they can only use the phone so much. We see the monkeys out there. And it's like Jesus coming back and saying, have you not read? The signs are all in front of you. So the where was I? Forgot my train of thought.
I don't know. You speak too much English for me. Means I don't understand 100%. I understood something, and I think similar what you thinking. Means we are. I agree with many things, but I think that in this period we need to make clarify, because you talking about mind and you indicate the brain. That I think is two different things. Means I want to ask you, what you thinking that is the man? Spiritual, body, or mental, or image?
Man?
I don't know. Yes. What is a man?
The way I see it, Genesis 1, you have male and female being created after he, them. In Genesis 2, you have man and woman being created after the Lord dawn. The dawn comes in, he creates man first, and then he creates man over woman by creating woman after. She doesn't know all things that man knows or whatever, okay? And then she goes and gets knowledge.
1 second. Because I don't ask you what is right on some books, okay? I write what you thinking that is correct. Doesn't important where you take the information. You think, because I read the Bible, I talk with many pastors, many person, no? But I want to know your knowledge, what you thinking that the man that I am here, no? Means, or you are. What you thinking that you are, like a man, or like a spiritual that use a man, or a body that have a spiritual part, what is the brain? You know, I want to clarify to us listeners, can be we need to remake this interview, because it's very interesting what you tell me. I need to translate you in Italian for understand better, but I like what you tell. I want only to make clear some concept before to tell, because another good things that you told me was around the brain wash. Sure that we are brainwashed. Sure, because and I don't know, because I am a scientific person. Means I don't know if something happened. I thinking that Jesus Christ is true. It is happened. This I don't know if the things is right, is all true, or is something is modified in 323 below after Christ. Okay, I don't know, because I interview people that translate the original Bible, and I have with me a pastor. I don't remember what religion, but doesn't import. He's a Christian, means, and he have problem because have books that the Bible that different type of Bible that tell different things. Means I don't know what is true, but doesn't import. I like what you tell, and you are involved to communicate with other people. That is some brainwash and something. Okay, means I like what you tell. I only want that you give the basic, no? I thinking that the man is blah blah blah. I think that Jesus Christ come in this time life. I don't know, but you know, basic information that because many people have different viewpoint, no, different information, and what is the information that is correct? Means I want that you tell what for you is true, like brain, spiritual or religion. I don't like talk about religion, no, but I like talk about spiritual. That is not is the same, of course. But can you Can you give us your basic information? What is thinking? Because the people for understood need need stable data. No, who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know that on the Bible is right that I'm created like God. Okay, means what you thinking for you, no, from you viewpoint. I don't feel like a God. Absolutely, I don't see around God people duplicate, no, man. That because the action that many people do not is intelligent, not is common sense, not is logic, is like evil. Means, sorry if my pronunciation, no, but you understand what I mean.
I understand you perfectly. You're good.
Yes, thank you. Means, yes, I like make some interview like this. Can be we can do another time. Doesn't important. But I want that we give to the person, the people that listen, basic information. We are blah blah blah, and this is the what I thinking that is the true, okay, and so on, because the people is in confusion. Sure that have the normal communication TV brainwash. Sure, means the people normally don't know, have different information and don't know what is the truth. Means I'm thinking that we need to give some basic data. Means, and I want that you tell you not only all the things, because I don't understand 100%. I understood that we have the brainwashed, but if I am the brainwashed and I thinking to be a human with a spiritual part, means this is a brainwashed or someone that put this information in my mind in some mode because I read books or I listen to TV, or how I can do scientifically, how I can verify, not distinguish what is true and what is the fake information that I have in my mind. That not is here because this is a brain. The information can stay in the brain, can stay in another form. You understand?
Yeah, the brainwashing is kind of what Jesus did, or he signified this to the Jews with baptism, is because it's okay that we've all been washed, all right? But you don't want to stay in the bubbles. You don't want to stay underwater, all right? That's where the darkness is. But once you come out, you're all cleaned. And that's what Jesus did. He came out of the water. And he was above the water. So, and we all live in this water. So they just control the waters. And the brainwashing is based on positive and negative. It's based on being shown something and then you accepting it. We don't have to accept what they show us. We don't have to accept that Sam and Sue and Sally went down to the wine